Audie Murphy was the most decorated U.S. soldier of World War II, earning every military combat award for valor available from the U.S. Army, and served in 9 campaigns. He was born on June 20th, 1925 in Kingston, Texas, and was the 7th child of a family of sharecroppers. He dropped out of school in 5th grade to get a job to help support his family, as his father had left. He also became skilled with a rifle, hunting small game to help feed them. His mother died when he was 16, and it stuck with him throughout his life. Murphy had always wanted to be a soldier, so when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, he tried to enlist. However, he was turned down for being underweight and underage. Though when he tried the Army infantry again, he was accepted on June 30th, 1942, likely because he falsified his age, though it was not admitted. He had basic training at Camp Vultures, then was sent to Fort Meade for advanced infantry training. During training, he earned the Marksman Badge with Rifle Component Bar, and Expert Badge with Bayonet Component Bar. Murphy was shipped to Casablanca, February 20th, 1943, where he was assigned to Company B, 1st Battalion, 15th Infantry Regiment of the 3rd Infantry Division. He was promoted to Private First Class on May 7th. When the 3rd Infantry landed on Sicily on July 10th, Murphy was a division runner. On a scouting patrol, he killed 2 Italian officers. He was promoted to corporal on July 15th. He was sidelined with illness for a week, but quickly joined his company. In September, while scouting along the Volturno River with 2 others, they were ambushed. Machine gun fire killed 1, but Murphy and his friend, Tipton, responded by killing 5 Germans with hand grenades and machine gun fire. In October, near the same place, he and his company repelled a German attack, killing 3 and taking 4 prisoner. Murphy was promoted to sergeant on December 13th. Murphy was made section leader January 4th and promoted to staff sergeant on January 13th, but was hospitalized with malaria on January 21st, missing the initial landing at Anzio. However, he rejoined his unit just before January 30th in time for a failed offensive. Forced back to the Anzio beachhead, they had to hold the line for months. On March 2nd, artillery fire disabled a German tank. Receiving orders to completely destroy it, Murphy left cover alone and used grenades and improvised Molotov cocktails to destroy it. He was awarded the Bronze Star with V for Valor for this. On March 13th, however, he was hospitalized with a 2nd bout of malaria. The 3rd Division was taken out the front in late March and put through additional training. During additional training at Torre Ostora, the training was so intense that Murphy felt he needed a break, so he refused to do some drills. For this, his promotion was cancelled. On August 15th, 1944, Murphy waded ashore the 3rd Infantry Division in Operation Dragoon. As they moved inland, a light machine gun squad became separated, and Murphy went out alone to find them. Upon finding them being ambushed, he used the machine gun to fire at the Germans, killing 2 and wounding 1. He was joined by his friend, Tipton, who upon seeing 2 Germans with a white flag, made himself visible to take them prisoner. However, he was immediately cut down by machine gun fire. Murphy, enraged, advanced alone upon the German position while taking heavy fire. Upon reaching it, he killed 6, wounded 2, and took the rest prisoner. That day, he killed 8 Germans, wounded 3, and took 11 prisoners. On September 15, 1944, in northern France, Murphy had a close call with a mortar shell that injured his heel. On October 2nd, Murphy advanced alone to a German machine gun nest in which he lobbed grenades, killing 4 and wounding 3. On October 5th, Murphy advanced alone again, this time carrying a radio. Around 200 yards from the German location, he relayed firing orders to their artillery and remained there alone for an hour directing his men. Once the hill had been taken, 15 Germans lay dead, with another 35 wounded. He was promoted to 2nd lieutenant on October 14th, and on October 26th, when Company B was ambushed by German snipers, Murphy captured 2 before being shot in the hip by another whom he quickly killed. It took hours for him to be treated and 3 days to be evacuated before meeting more delays for treatment. Because of this, gangrene developed and Murphy had to have several surgeries. After rejoining his platoon, on January 24th, a mortar shell wounded Murphy in both legs. Due to the heavy casualties Company B took and as the only officer remaining, Murphy was promoted to company commander. Soon after, the Germans attacked with 6 tanks and roughly 250 men. Their only M10 tank destroyer was taken out, so Murphy ordered his men to retreat into the woods and prepare defensive positions, while he stayed alone at his post with only a M1 carbine and a radio. He directed artillery fire with a radio before mounting the burning tank destroyer, and using his 50 caliber machine gun to return fire at the Germans, including a squad that was trying to sneak up on him. He stood alone on the burning tank that could have exploded at any time, in the open, for an hour, returning fire at advancing German tanks and men, during which time he was wounded in the leg, but he still fought. The only thing that stopped him was running out of ammunition. After that, he casually walked back to his men, all the while bullets whizzed past him. Once he reached them, disregarding his injury, he organized the men and led a counterattack that repelled the Germans. After that, he insisted on remaining with his men after getting his wound treated. For his actions that day, Audie Murphy was awarded the Medal of Honor and promoted to 1st lieutenant. Murphy remained in the military and helped train new recruits for the Korean War. For this, he was given the rank of captain, and his name and image were used for recruitment materials. He wanted to join the fight in Korea, but his unit was never sent. He went through several reserve statuses after that at his request. Murphy also got into acting, being in more than 40 feature films and a television series. This includes portraying himself into Hell and Back. It was at first a book that he published that was later turned into a movie. He also wrote poetry, namely The Crosses Grow in Anzio, that appeared in his book. He did this to help cope with post-traumatic stress disorder, which was known as shell shock at the time. Murphy spoke out about his problems with it and advocated for increased study of it and extended healthcare for those that had it. Murphy, as a result of post-traumatic stress disorder, became addicted to a sedative called Placidil that he used to sleep. So, he locked himself in a hotel room for a week to break the addiction, which he successfully did. Still, he couldn't sleep without a loaded pistol under his pillow. He married twice, divorcing the first and having 2 sons with the second. After he retired, he bred racehorses, though he had financial trouble due to bad investments. He was killed in a plane crash on May 28, 1971, and was buried in Arlington National Cemetery with full military honors. His grave is the second most visited and does not have the gold leaf that normally decorates Medal of Honor recipients. This was at the request of Murphy, who wanted to remain an ordinary soldier. A marker was erected near the crash site, and he was honored with the Texas Legislative Medal of Honor. He also got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. All the awards that he got are the Medal of Honor, Distinguished Service Cross, Silver Star, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star, Purple Heart, Good Conduct, Presidential Unit Citation, American Campaign, European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign, World War II Victory, Army of Occupation, French Legionnaire Honor Chevalier, French Croix de Gras, Belgian Croix de Gras, Combat Infantry Badge, Marksman Badge, Experts Badge, Outstanding Civilian Service Medal, Texas Legislative Medal of Honor.